Hello viewers, Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot. I've just uploaded a look at Trump this week, and I did say I wanted to take a little bit of a closer look at the economy. In Australia, of course, we have been bracing for a recession for some time. The trade war with China, we're well aware of how that's impacting on the world, and we haven't been blasé about that. Of course, this week we've got Trump coming out and Trump's economic advisors basically saying that the trade war is not hurting the economy. That's going against economists' research, leading economists' views, and of course common sense, because it is. It absolutely is. It's not just hurting the US, it's hurting the world. We've got Trump farmers in the Midwest, of course, going out of business. We've got a delay of the latest round of tariffs until the end of the year. So, there is recognition that the trade war is hurting not just the US economy, but the world. So I want to look at the world economy. What do we need to know about that? Okay, so we've got the King of Pentacles with Donald Trump coming out here. It's interesting, while I was shuffling those cards, I wondered about what some of the decisions that Trump has taken have been, I was going to use an expression, crazy. They have been absolutely crazy and nonsensical. Now, he's jumped out here for a reason, so let's have a look. He's the signifier card. Okay, so what do we need to know about is the world moving into a recession? Is the world moving into a recession? Unfortunately, I'm feeling that we are. Is the world, I'm hearing that's what could happen. And it's really about mismanagement. It's really about mismanagement of the US economy and I should say also the UK as well. It's a set of unstable conditions that has almost squandered the gains from the past. Okay, why? Why? Greed. Okay, so your tax cuts are coming forward strongly here. Okay, so is the world about to move into a recession? Is the world about to move into? Yeah, I'm feeling that the strong economies are going to have to really work hard to avoid this trouble. We've got the yes card with the ace coming here. My aces are generally yeses. This is also new starts. So two signifier cards on their own need to be read fairly carefully. We've got this focus on business, corporations, greed with this King of Pentacles, but we've got the challenge to it, which is new starts. So unfortunately, you get governments that squander the good gains from the past, and I'm going to America here with the legacy that Barack Obama left Donald Trump, and the way that he managed to pull the economy out through policies and reforms once he took power, and unfortunately these gains are being squandered. However, with that Ace of Cups, I'm feeling a lot of emotion around the economy. It's going to be directed at Donald Trump. So they're the intuitions that I get from these two cards. There's going to be a lot of emotion directed at the Trump and the Trump government because of this economic downturn. But let's have a look. Squandering, the foundation of the reading, squandering the gains, coming forward with a trade war despite the advice not to, the many decisions that have been taken. I have to be honest, when I started this reading, these are only my intuitive feelings, but I wondered what sort of, there have been allegations that Putin wanted the US economy to be destabilised. Certainly he wanted the US government to be destabilised and the citizens to be divided. That's quite clear. What did he want with the economy? What did he want here with the economy? This is also theft and betrayal, and I'm getting a pull to tax cuts and to leaders that are, my last reading talked about wanting and needing the truth. People are demanding no less now, and they're demanding the truth because of what is occurring, and I'm going to the UK as well. I asked about world recession. Here we have the merchants, the arrogance the arrogance of these leaders that can come in and profit either their ego or in any other way. We've had enough. We've had enough because they're leading us down a very bleak track. And it's going to have, oh gosh, look at these cards. The devil, what's in the sky, the greed and avarice here. Let me bring the laptop down. Is the world heading into a recession? We've got some really horrible cards here. And we've got the backlash coming forward here and the demand for change. I feel that, a lot of this, what's going to occur, we haven't got to the outcome yet, but there's going to be a really significant, Trump is already struggling in the polls. It's almost like people will be prepared to really just go and just remove him. The Eight of Pentacles, this is working here to try and avert disaster. So I feel that it's sitting alongside the Ace of Cups, the new starts. Change can't come quickly enough, I feel. What is happening now, people are reevaluating. They're reevaluating their investments. They're reevaluating their savings. They're trying to... They understand, and this is also economists, they understand that they're not likely to reach their goal, and so there's a need to go back to the drawing board and reevaluate. It was not by chance that Trump pulled back from implementing his latest tariffs. It could be that he won't in December, because it would be very foolhardy if he did. Got the Queen of Wands. This again, I feel is people are wanting clearer heads. They're wanting people to come in with a plan to fix this. I'm feeling almost like the recession has already begun, or is very, very close, and people are they know how we've got here. They have seen the gains of the past being dwindled away. For what? For greed, for avarice, for business, theft and betrayal, and they're wanting change. They're wanting more stability here. That's what they're reevaluating. People, when it hurts the hip pocket, people will quickly want change, and this is what Trump knows. And other economy, Boris Johnson needs to probably take a lesson here, because people are looking for different leadership. In this, they're hoping for different leadership with this King of Cups. We've got more balance coming into things. Now, that's interesting. So that's a positive message there. Even though there will be a financial downturn, we've got the Temperance card. We need, and this is a layered meaning, there needs to be more balance in this greed, this approach, this just naked greed. There needs to be this, it's almost like the world, or the divine, bringing in more balance in some way, and it's to come through a change of leadership. Something coming to an end. Yeah, this is the really, this is the horn being blown, the leaders being judged. And unfortunately, I feel that will be through a recession. There's something that needs to bring things back into more balance, and that's an ending with those double tens there, that number 20. That's an ending. That's a change in leadership and new starts here with this Ace of Wands. So bringing things back into balance, it's almost as though people already know what they have to do. We have the King of Wands here. I feel you're going to get more and more Republicans pushing back against this president as he starts to bring forward or continue to bring forward that really ill-informed economic policy. You're going to get a pushback from the Republicans and from Congress generally. It's a pushback against the White House, very, very much so. We've also got the High Priestess, so things being revealed, yet to be revealed. And we've got the King of Swords. It's almost as if lawmakers will be, supporting some kind of action to get this president to try and constrain or control this president. Now, because of those cards, that theft and betrayal, I want to actually address a question. It's a bit of a conspiracy theory, but Trump has torn down old structures. He's destabilised the world. That part is clear. His foreign policy it's how can you understand his foreign policy? We know about the connections with the Russians. I want to see if he's taking his economic advice from. Okay, is there a how can I put it? Is he putting other countries' agendas before the US? Is he putting other countries' agendas? Okay, there's a mixture I'm feeling. A mixture of that and also his own ego and his own stupidity. These are my intuitive impressions. And you put all that into the mix, and what kind of thing are you actually making there? You're making a confused mess, unstable mess. It's not just one thing, it's many things. Okay, so we've got what's just flown out is the Eight of Cups, and this is somebody walking away. If you looked at my other reading, you will see that I feel that we're just getting closer to that. We're getting closer to that. An economic downturn will be one of the things that will force Republicans out of the woodwork to try and control this president. Okay, so. All right, so let's have a think here. What do we need to know? Okay, how severe will the economic downturn be? How severe? With those outcome cards, balance, temperance, I'm feeling that there is hope here. There is hope that there won't be an absolute crash of the economy, world economy, US economy. All right, there is hope. There is hope. All right, let's go back to this Putin question. Is Donald Trump putting other people's agendas before the US? Is Donald Trump putting other people's agendas before the US? So we've got the government, the Hierophant here. I feel that's the US government. What is it being challenged by? So we've got, as I said, a mixture, but there's hope still. There's a mixture of it all. Bad economic decisions, potentially putting other people's agendas before the US, including the Middle East, going into areas and wasting. It's just incompetence, and it's heavy lifting now as a result. The foundation of the reading is Trump and his autocraticness, his demagoguery. So let's have a look at the past. We've got money insecurity here. Why is that? We've got the Fool, which is the issue, the Fool and the need for new beginnings. Okay, we've got new beginnings. That's interesting. We asked, was Trump putting other countries' agendas? He's putting the coin before. That's in the mixed bag as well. He's putting his own personal monetary agendas are factoring into this equation. This High Priestess, there's something here. There's something here that does need to be revealed. I'm skirting around the edges of it. It's something that I intuitively know. The Emperor and secrets to come out. Interesting, we've got Mueller and the Mueller investigations. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. What's he being paid for? The Queen of Cups, again, secrets coming out, something to be revealed. And we've got the Hermit. September. Okay, so look to September. Trump is isolated now with this Hermit card. We've got the endings and the beginnings. Okay, and we've got the downturn, the downfall of Donald Trump here. what's at the base of the reading? Yeah, there was a victory in 2016. We've got the devil card coming forward here, greed, avarice, and we've got the hanged man. Things not going anywhere. And we've got the King of Pentacles. So it is possible. When I say, did Vladimir Putin instruct Trump to destroy the US economy? No. No, there wasn't that. But it's been a mixed bag. And there were monetary decisions that Trump made that actually that he put before the interests of the US. And that's allowing other countries' agendas to be to override the US best interests. But it's not just that black and white. It's a combination also of bad economic decisions. It's a combination of his autocratic way of governing, where he, fires the scientists who might talk to him about climate change. It's all of that. It's all of that. Okay, so the last question there is hope here. And it'll come through a change of government. It's going to come through when he steps down. Is there hope here? How severe will the recession be? How severe will the recession be? How severe will the recession be? Okay, we've got victory, which is interesting, almost as though there will be 6 is a healing card as well. So that's a nice card to come forward. Challenged, though, by everyone is spooked here. The markets are spooked. People losing sleep. This is not going to be an easy journey to navigate. People are feeling fairly battle weary as it is. Compromise, decisions needing to be made in the past that perhaps weren't made. The Lovers, Gemini, doing deals. This is really encapsulating everything that I've just intuited in the last pull. How severe? There is going to be loss here with this 5 of Cups, unfortunately. In order to learn the lesson, there is going to be loss. There's going to be loss, but this is going to wake up lawmakers to try and control this president a little bit more. It's also going back to the past, and this is a reunion. It's almost going to mobilise people to come together, the Republicans, because there is judgment. There is something ending here. It's not the time to be skirting around the edges of this. It's time for judgment, and there will be a lot of judgment. We've got the 7 of Swords coming forward again. Theft and betrayal. An abuse of power, things being stolen, the tax cuts for the very, very wealthy are coming to mind here, the debt growing. However, there's stability coming in. Change and stability is coming forward here, but unfortunately we've got loss. What is propelling that change is actually the financial loss. So at the basis we've got commerce and expansion. It's going to be heavy going. It is going to be heavy going. However, we've got the Wheel of Fortune coming through, things changing for the better in the longer term. And we've got justice being activated. The green light, justice has the green light here. Okay, so there is going to be loss, but there's going to be change as well coming forward as a result of that loss. I do feel that's this president won't make it through to 2020, and once he leaves, there's going to be a chance now to bring forward more stability, and the markets, the economy will reflect that greater stability when there is that change of government. Okay, thank you for tuning in.